Hey YouTube. Hey, I want to talk about a topic that I haven't spoken in a few years, but the frenzy of the 2019 S Enhanced Proof American Silver Eagle has certainly made me think about this topic. Um, there's a pattern that repeats itself almost every time when there's a coin with a highly anticipated release. And that pattern is there's a lot of talk about it before the coin comes out. Then the day the coin comes out, there's typically a feeding frenzy of people trying to get online or on the phone and order the coin. Oftentimes, people uh, will experience big long delays or crashes on the website. And then ultimately, depending on the number of coins being minted, there'll be a lot of people who aren't able to get the coin. And the 2019 S Enhanced Proof Silver Eagle is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So, what happens when you can't get the coin? Well, most people go to the secondary market, and the secondary market often follows this exact pattern. You'll find that you can get the coin on the secondary market, but the price will be extravagant. Um, and what you're looking at are these are all sold items from eBay in chronological order, and they're all PR70s, so we're comparing apples to apples. And as you can see, the price on this $65 coin was initially insane. And then with each week that passed, the price and the number of people bidding on it goes down, and it goes down, and it goes down. And that pattern continues. Eventually, it will bottom out to a price that'll stabilize. But as you can see in these prices, it's just with each week, it's $100 less, $100 less, $200 less, and it just keeps going and going and going. And what will eventually happen to most coins is you'll be able to get them for what the darn release price was before the dust settles. Now, on a small handful of coins, that's not going to be the case. Do I think this coin you're ever going to be able to get for the $65 price? No, absolutely not. But many of the coins that follow this exact same pattern, you end up where you can get for the original price. So the point is, don't go crazy and get caught up in the feeding frenzy and pay a ridiculous amount. If you miss out on the original purchase opportunity, then take your time and let the market run its course, and you'll eventually be able to save a lot more money than you would if you jumped right on that secondary market. Another pattern you'll see is after the slabbed 70s run their course, you'll start typically seeing a slew of ads come out for coins that are still in the mail delivery container unopened mystery coins. So you may still have a chance to get a 70. And those again will start out at a ridiculous price as you're seeing. Once again, these are all chronological in order. And once again, you'll see that the price goes down and down and down with each week. And again, this is a constant pattern. It almost never fails. And this coin is doing that exact same thing. You can now get that coin for approximately 1/3 of what it started out for on the secondary market. Matter of fact, I was looking at the one getting ready to go up for bid next, and as of right now, at the making of this video, one person had bid and it was $800. So the bottom line is this: if you miss out on a coin you really want, um, I suggest one of two strategies. Number one is wait. 90 to 95% of the time, the longer you wait, the less you'll ultimately pay for it in the secondary market. And on the vast majority of the coins, you'll ultimately pay what the original release price was. I think back at those the gold Mercury walking and standing Liberty coins that were all the rage a few years back. That's a perfect example of this pattern that I talked about. If you missed out on those, then ultimately you could buy them on the secondary market for what they were sold for at the U.S. Mint. And the other strategy you can employ is to roll the dice and spend an extravagant amount of money in hopes that it continues to go up. Out of all the coins ever released from at least from the U.S. Mint, there's only one or two coins that I can think of that have ever defeated this pattern. One would be the 1995 W proof Silver Eagle. And then the other coin that didn't follow this pattern would have been the 2006 1 ounce reverse proof gold. And that coin has held its aftermarket value. So just remember, man, it's 1 out of 10,000 of these coins ever defeats this pattern that I'm talking about. An important point to acknowledge on the 2019 S enhanced proof versus the 1995 W proof is the fact that in 1995 the minting processes weren't as good as they are now 25 years later, and thus there weren't as many proofs that were graded as a 70 back then. About 50% of the submissions right now on this coin have come across as 70s. So although the number, there's actually a few less of these coins minted, but there's many less 70s of the 1995 W. But this video isn't about the 2019 S Enhanced Proof Silver Eagle. It's about the pattern that typically follows a highly anticipated release. So for those of you that have the coin, I say congratulations. It's a great coin. But for those of you that didn't get it and are interested, I highly recommend waiting. And I suspect the longer you wait, the less you'll pay for it. Like most all my videos, you know, the key is patience. You can't let fear and panic and emotion drive your decisions. Those things are not conducive to making good decisions, everybody. So take a chill pill and be smart, and wish you all the best. Have a good one, YouTube. Bye.